sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Rodgers going to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back. And nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. picked off at the 40. And some room to work. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Melvin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
But on those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
To throw once more on second and 10. Mahomes. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Clock runs. Less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mahomes' throw here taken in by Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
These two teams all tied after one. Second down and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. On 2nd down, Eckler.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. A gain of 6 there on first.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
This one taken just inside the 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much of margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Godwin. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gray. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now a give right side. Melvin. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucks with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught right side by Anderson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Got Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Throwing now is Mahomes. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. That catch good for only a couple. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Robbie Anderson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Duke Dawson picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And Mahomes is going to keep it. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
43. Let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. He's got Anderson right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point safely through. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Bulldozes past him. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there. And now second and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On first down, Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate, who can get them the ball. We've seen the result, days like this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Let's go, let's go. Easy. Check back, six. Focus, defense, focus. Mike, six.
Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another